Capricorn, goat, gang, what up, doe? Welcome to Swimming Through the Void. This will be a general message today for the sign of Capricorn, wherever that resonates at for you in your birth chart. Keep in mind, we do all have a 10th house as part of our birth chart. We all deal with Capricorn energy to some degree and in some capacity in our realities. Time and energy are fluid, so take what resonates here today and leave the rest for someone else. These readings are also timeless. So whenever you find yourself here, there will be a message here for you to help bring you clarity and confirmation, to help empower you. Ultimately, these messages are intended to help us align with our highest selves, with our highest timelines, with our best lives. Tapping into your energy today, Cap, I used this Moonology deck along with this faceted garden oracle deck. A lot of cards wanting to come through for the earth signs today, but it feels, Capricorn, like you're ready to actually, we'll run through these cards and then we'll kind of break it down. The first card to come through for you is this energy is gaining momentum with the waxing moon. Then you got the full moon, surrender to the divine. Then you got the super moon, emotions are running high. We got the blue moon, believe in the impossible. Overlooking those cards, we have the full moon in Pisces energy, which says balance, spirituality, and practicality. Now, we do have the ruler of Capricorn, Saturn, in the sign of Pisces right now, where it was retrograde since like May, and it has just stationed direct again on the 15th of this month of November 2024 when I am recording this reading. I feel like if you're recording or watching this recording at any other time, it feels like there's this buildup of something. It feels like it's this buildup of emotion, this buildup of energy, or this buildup of a situation that is getting ready to, it's like, it feels like it's reached its peak, and it feels like I'm just seeing this explosion and right, just like this thaw, where it's like bringing us into a new form, it's bringing us into a new space, perennial. It's bringing us into a new season. And with this blue moon and the full moon in Pisces, balance, spirituality, and practicality, believe in the impossible. It feels like Capricorn really having faith, really tapping in with your spirit, with your heart, with your spiritual practice at this time will help to bring you guidance through whatever this is, will help. It's like connecting with the light, filling yourself with that light, getting out in nature. Maybe for some of you working with your herbal allies, plant medicines, or just even things in your diet, right? To help cleanse you, to help guide you, to help heal you, will help at this time as well. Surrender. I think this is about surrendering and truly believing in the impossible, believing in miracles. And crazy because on the bottom of the Moonology deck, we have this disseminating moon. It says, take time to breathe out. And you got the same energy on the bottom of the faceted garden here as well, which I think Virgo had this wood card on the bottom for them as well. I always take the bottom messages. Train out there, or maybe it's one of the boats on the river going crazy as I say this. This wood card, this take time to breathe out, it really is about slowing down. It's about not overdoing yourself, Capricorn, not overexerting yourself, not overanalyzing, not burning yourself out at this time. With this wood card, it's also about our resources. And we have, there's all types of resources. We have our finances, our money, right? That's a resource. Our attention and our energy, that's a form of our resources as well. So I think, and especially because we're moving into this holiday season as well, I think really just being mindful of where your resources are going right now and really not burning yourself out in any way is kind of what this is saying. To slow it down, to take time to breathe out, to surrender to what is and really connect with the light. I always say with the wood card, think about having a cord of wood, a pile of wood over here, and a fire. We can do this in many ways, right? We can take all of the wood right here, right now, and we can throw it on the fire and have a gnarly ass fire for a couple of minutes, right? Or we could take one log at a time and put it on that fire, and we can go all night, gang. We can have this fire all night, and we can have so many good times and good conversations and laughs and all of that, right? And so pacing yourself, Capricorn, because I do feel you are being reborn. It feels like you're shedding a lot, and it really feels like you're moving into a new season. So I'm excited to see what is going to come through for the GOAT gang today. I'm going to say a quick prayer and we'll dive into this message. Feel free to join me in prayer. Woo-wee! But we have the sun on the bottom of the deck, and I do shuffle and put whoever I'm reading for, whether it's a full sign or an individual, I put their energy into all of these decks before I even get into it. Just to kind of drive that home, spirits, with the Wheel of Fortune. Capricorn, the wheel's turning in your favor. It feels like beautiful energy coming through for you. Be still and know, family. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for showing up, stopping through, and showing love. I hope this message has found everyone, is finding everyone blessed and in well and in great spirits. Hope you're enjoying your day wherever you're at, or your evening, your night. Star. The sun and the star have really been coming through for the collective a lot lately as well. So let's see what it is. Holy Divine, Mother and Father, source of all creation and creation itself, Holy Spirit, spirit guides, guardian angels, archangels, ancestors, messages for my Capricorns today, or for anyone who's connecting. Any messages that will bring us clarity and confirmation, healing, wisdom, understanding. Any messages that will empower the collective and help us align with our highest selves, with our highest timelines, and with our best lives. And of course, above all, any messages that will help the collective align with the highest divine will for our journeys through life will be greatly appreciated. All praise and glory forever and ever. Amen. Holy Spirit, what's the message for Capricorn today? Seeing a sunflower. Capricorn. Damn, Cap, I usually do not grab this many cards. You guys, relationships and love have been coming through. Connections have been coming through in the collective readings lately, heavy. And I do not usually do or focus my readings on relationships. These are more on a soul level, on a spiritual level of your own journey and your own growth. But with that being said, with relationships coming through in this energy, I feel that whatever this is, and we'll grab clarity on it, it's part of your soul's journey, okay? It's part of your evolution, it's part of your growth. And this could even be, Capricorn, your own self-love and you filling up your own cup and having this awakening, this Kundalini awakening, this spiritual awakening where your own divine masculine and feminine energies are in union within. And with that said, as within, so without, right? The more we love ourselves, the more love comes into our lives. The more we pour into ourselves, the more our life and reality reflects that by pouring back into us. Capricorn, you got the world in the chariot. You are ending out a major soul cycle right now, and you're moving into something new. Not only something new, but this chariot, it represents victory and success. It represents alignment with the divine will. It does represent your light and your dark, your light and your shadow, your masculine and your feminine energies within being in union and in alignment together. And it's kind of like coming up into this higher space of your awareness, of your consciousness, of your higher self, and letting the divine, so to speak, take the wheel over all of what you are. So this is huge for the Capricorn collective. You're moving into a new world. Maybe some of you are literally moving, changing jobs, changing careers, moving into a new place, a new country, a new state, a new city. I think just generally speaking for the Capricorn collective family, you're moving into a new world energetically. For some of you, you're definitely moving into new relationships, and this has been like soulmate type energy that's been coming through for the collective. This is like something higher. This is something destined. This is something spiritual, okay? Now, that doesn't mean this person has to be praying 30 times a day, or you, for that matter, have to be in that energy as well. We're all on a spiritual journey right now. We all are spirits, Capricorn. Each and every one of us is a spirit that has a body, that is here to have this experience to evolve as a spirit. So this feels important, Capricorn. Archangel Gabriel coming through as well. So the angel of healing. Maybe some of you have been connecting with Gabriel. Maybe she's been coming through for you in dreams or in visions, or maybe she's just been leaving you little hints to let you know that she's there in your world. Maybe some of you want to connect with Archangel Gabriel and receive some of that healing and that guidance right now. Whatever it is, Archangel Gabriel's here with us. Let's jump into your energy, Cap. What's Capricorn's energy? Capricorn. Capricorn, Capricorn. Scorpio, Sagittarius, Gemini. Big Saturn. Big Saturn out here. Jupiter, Pluto. You're transforming, Capricorn. You're becoming a master alchemist. You are coming into alignment with what you truly are, your spirit. You are coming into your power. I think there has been some major shedding and some work that Capricorns have been doing here, and it feels like a lot of beauty is growing through this, Capricorn. I feel like you're learning to touch the divine, to connect. I'm hearing to believe. I think you're tapping in with the signs and synchronicities on a whole nother level. I think for some, there's a group of Capricorns that are connecting to this reading that are literally like the spiritual realm has opened up for them, and they are in communication and union with that right now, and you're moving from that space. I feel like there's another group of Capricorns who are just now peeking beyond that veil and exploring that. Capricorn, you're creating a new world here. Two of Wands on the bottom of the deck. It's a turning point on your soul's journey here. And I think this is really about looking forward with optimism, with hope, with faith, looking at these possibilities and saying, where do I want to plant my seed? What seeds do I want to plant next for this new garden, right? What's my harvest going to look like at harvest season? Capricorn, I see you're being patient. I see you're rolling with the punches. Okay, right now I see you're doing the healing work. I see you're tapping in with your emotions, and you're working through these things right now. And it feels like you're going through a major ending. I feel like for some of you, this is really not easy right now. What we cannot see, right? This card flipped over but didn't want to come out. To me, this is something that is here right now, but we might not be able to see it. Okay, it's part of this energy, and what it is the Knight of Swords. And to me, this is, you're moving forward. Some of you maybe don't feel like that, and let me remind you that the ruler of Capricorn, the planet Saturn, was retrograde for months, right? And it just went direct less than a week ago as I'm recording this message. With that being said, that's Daddy Saturn, family. That's the old man of the sky, right? Think about him trying to get up off the couch and get moving, right? Knees cracking, bones popping, bitching and moaning, right? It takes Saturn a little minute to get going. Okay, so some of you may not feel it yet, but you're going to feel this beautiful gust of energy, of forward movement, right? Even if it's just a very internal thing. But I feel like with the world, with the chariot out here, for a lot of you, things are going to start moving, okay? And I feel like surrendering to that is going to be the best way to go right now. Capricorn, I see that you've come a long way, and I see that you are ready to move into what is for you. We have the Four of Wands, the Magician, the Ace of Cups. For some of my Capricorns, you're definitely manifesting love, or you literally have an offer here right now, this full cup. Four of Wands, you have an offer from someone here in your energy. It's in the vicinity. Regardless of what this is, right? This Ace of Cups, Four of Wands, Magician is Spirit's way of saying you have everything that you need at your disposal right now, Capricorn, to take this opportunity from the universe and to move through this portal. 1111. Some of you are seeing 1111. To move through this portal into the white light, into this limitless possibility, into your manifestations. So I think it's a really good time to plant seeds. I feel like we're coming up on this new moon right now, as we have this building up of this energy to this full moon and this super moon and then this blue moon. Learning to work with those phases, Capricorn, is super powerful. So as we move into this new moon, maybe when it is the new moon, maybe take a minute to write some things down that you want to create, that you want to manifest. You know, even if you don't want to call it manifesting, those are your prayers. Capricorn, that is how we pray. We be still and know anything you ask in my name will be given, right? To believe in the impossible. Christ said, you'll do all of what I'm doing here, and you'll do many works far greater. So there is nothing impossible. That man was walking on water, touching people, bringing them back to life, healing the sick, all of that. Capricorn, you are that, right? You have that spirit within you. And so I think it's a time of really rooting into your power and into your magic and into your faith. The size of a mustard seed is all we need. And it's looking like you're coming through with a lot more than that, Capricorn, because Lord knows you've been through it, right? We're still here. You made it, family. You made it. Even just since 08, right? When Pluto entered your sign, you're here. We're here right now, my babies. We're here. So what are we going to create moving forward? Let's look into the crossing energies, see what's helping and what's hindering Cap right now. can't see that one face down. Strength, 10 of Wands, 4 of Swords. So it is, right now, it's all about staying strong, Capricorn. And I see you. Okay, I see you. You're carrying everything from this last chapter. You still got it on you, right? This is the energy, 4 of Swords. You got 4 of Swords, 10 of Wands, strength. This is the energy, Capricorn, where we set the wands down, right? We went out into the field, we grabbed the harvest. Now we're carrying all of that harvest with us. Now keep in mind, every seed that, every bit of harvest that we're carrying right now came from a seed that we planted in our field, in our garden. Now is when 4 of Swords, we lay everything down, we take a step back, we take a breath. We slow down and we sort through it. This wand I'm gonna need because I'm gonna be creating with this wand. This wand I can get rid of. I know somebody who needs this wand, so I can give it to them. I can toss all of this stuff because it's not right, or whatever it is, right? This is where we're sorting through the 10 wands that we're carrying, aka the harvest from this last chapter, aka all of the internal stuff. We're zooming out, we're overviewing, we're sorting through, we're getting rid of what we do not need, and we're taking what we've gained, we're integrating that wisdom, we're putting it to use, and we're locking in. Spirit's really asking Capricorn not to burn yourself out, to take care of yourself, to rest, to eat healthy right now, and to make sure you're using the tools that you've gained along your journey to root into this strength, to root into your divinity, to root into your heart space and the divine guidance that's coming through for you right now. I think the helping and hindering energies, if we want to look at something that may be hindering us, it's trying to carry it all. We don't need it all. You don't need all of those wands, Capricorn. So some of you are carrying stuff that isn't yours. Some of you are holding on to things from the past that aren't serving you anymore. Okay? So it does feel like a time of healing, a time of release, a time of rest, and a time of locking in. Okay, so where's this energy stemming from for Capricorn? The Hanged Man, every little bit of it. The Star, the High Priestess. Capricorn, this is huge. Because everything you've been through to this point was to bring you into connection with the divine. To bring you into connection with your higher self. To bring you into connection with your intuition. And also with your dreams and with your deepest desires. Also with your shadows. So you could integrate and work through those shadows. So this Lovers to you in this reading as well, Capricorn, for you, it does feel like a spiritual awakening. It feels like this integration of dark and light. It feels like using every bit of yourself. It feels like you got your demons on your side now that are not attacking you, that are with you, helping to guide you forward, right? This really feels like deep healing and integration. And it feels like a time of coming into alignment with your destiny, right? From this place of higher consciousness, from this place of awakening, of enlightenment, from this place of deep connection to spirit right now. This was to help you see things from a different light, Capricorn. This was to help you see your own light and your own worth, your own divinity, your own abundance. So what is incoming, please, Spirit, for Capricorn? Some of you got distracted. That distraction was not an accident, though, right? You learned. What's incoming for Capricorn? And you're leaving this world behind. You truly are leaving this old world behind. This is a huge release for you. And I think ultimately this is you aligning with your higher truth and with what truly fulfills you on a soul level. 9 of Cups at the bottom. This is you finding that life-giving well, Capricorn, and you're tapping into that. I think you're finding your truth, Cappy. You're finding your spirit, and you're creating from that space. I think you're being divinely called to create something from that space, Capricorn, or to take action, or to say something, right? This King of Swords is definitely in his truth. In this version here, he's speaking his truth. He's to the world. But on a deeper level, Capricorn, this is you in alignment with yourself. And that frequency is radiating out to the cosmos. And that is helping bring your physical reality into alignment with your inner reality. Our physical reality is always in alignment with our inner reality, right? But I feel like you've cut through a lot of the bullshit, the illusion, the pain, the hurt, the programming, the conditioning, and I think this endless well is now wanting to come through you and arrange your reality in that way, Capricorn. So what else is incoming though for Caps, please, Spirit? I think you're leaving a lot behind, Capricorn. A lot that you thought would make you happy or that you thought would fulfill you. I think you're leaving pains behind. I think you're leaving situations and relationships, people behind to move toward that sun. You guys have done a lot of deep healing work and inner work here. I think some of you are leaving karmic situations behind. I see soulmate energy incoming for you. Or this opportunity that is this is the 2 of Cups, or this opportunity that is coming in where Capricorns have a decision to make. And High Priestess, I think you're going with this higher guidance. I think you're being led by the divine and you're moving from that space, okay? So this is huge for Capricorns. I feel like you really are leaving an old world behind and you're following the yellow brick road. You're following the white rabbit. Sheesh, we got the Wizard of Oz coming through. We got the Matrix. We got Alice in Wonderland coming through. Shit. I think you're filling your cup with this limitless divine possibility. Some of you are seeing owls. Pay attention for owls. I see elk, wolf, horse. That's your angels letting you know that they're through. Some of you may leave this reading and then start seeing those signs and seeing those animals or synchronicities. Some of you, a pine cone, okay? What is that? Cactus. So some of you are leaving behind some type of like karmic situation to move into this like soulmate situation. Capricorn. Or maybe this is just the healing and release that you've done has freed up your energy and your frequency, and now you're able to attract your soulmate or these situations and relationships that are like equally yoked, that are where the energy is being reciprocated, okay? I feel like you shed an old soul cycle. You're shedding an old life, an old world. I feel like a part of your soul has grown so much that now you're like moving into the next level of your actual soul's journey here. Okay, what is the advice for Capricorn? Knight of Cups. Okay, this Five of Swords, it flew over here on top, face down on top of this Ten of Wands. So some of you are carrying stuff from the past, guilt, shame, mistakes, regret, anger, resentment. Maybe, again, working with some type of list to add more power to that, working with the moon cycles, writing down your mistakes, writing down the solutions, or writing down what you're releasing and what is no longer serving you, and then replacing it, writing something down that will fill that space, that will fill that void, that will benefit you. Negative self-talk, positive self-talk. Then start working with affirmations and subconscious reprogramming, or bad habits, smoking. I can do some breath work and add that to my daily routine, and whatever it may be, unhealthy eating habits to, maybe intermittent fasting, or adding some more healthy things to your diet in all ways. The diet of music, the diet of television, the diet that you are taking in through all of your gates. I think this is where you're setting down the stuff that doesn't serve you, and you're picking up that wand and you're making magic happen. You're using the tools that you've gained along your journey, Capricorn, to create your legacy, to create your wealth, to create your abundance, to create this beautiful world that has been created by you consciously, not just through this unconscious, subconscious conditioning and programming, right? There is people that are coming into your world that have the same vision. For some of you, it's romantic. For others, this is in career, it's in work, it's in some type of project. Be open. The divine is asking you to be open to working with others, okay, that have the same vision as you. For some of my Capricorns, you're truly building something big here. I'm hearing you can't do it alone. Capricorn, you're really cutting through the negative programming, the negative beliefs. You're freeing yourself from bad habits, addictions, toxic relationships. You're freeing yourself from, it really feels like conditioning and programming, lies that were blocking your true light from shining, that were blocking you from your truth. The divine's asking you to really hold the line. I do see, we're going to grab clarity on this because the Knight of Cups came out twice with the Lovers. So I think a lot of the Capricorn collective, again, has done the healing, and you have somebody coming in. Can I grab, what's the advice? Or maybe this is your advice to make that offer, or to put yourself out there. Yeah, look, Five of Cups. And to not focus on the empty cups, the spilled cups. There's two cups right here. The Two of Cups in the tarot represents love. So even if this is just the love that you have in your life right now, it's like to fully focus on that and to bring your attention away from the negativity or whatever it may be. You're moving toward the sun. This came out in your advice. Positivity, optimism, moving from your higher self, from this enlightened state, and letting Pluto, we already did, Cap, and I feel like we're still moving out of that energy. I feel like the rest of this year is going to be where we're kind of shaking that off of us, shaking it off after jumping out of the tower, so to speak, and everyone's at a different point, but there's better days ahead. We have this energy of perseverance with the wounded warrior coming through. Spirit saying, don't give up. You're almost there, Hermit. So 999. Another 9 out here as well. 5s and 9s. Huge shifts and endings for Capricorn. Beautiful connection and union coming through for Capricorn. Beautiful abundance and joy and happiness coming in for Capricorn. And you did it, gang. You did it. Go get your prize. Go get your prize. On to the next journey. Usually the hermit's standing at the top of the mountain, right? But he actually already made it down. It's on to the next one now, family. We're going to use that light. We're going to use those tools to guide our way forward. Moving from our heart space, holding the line. The divine has drawn. Where'd it go? I think I shuffled. The divine is protecting you and guiding you, Capricorn, and has drawn a line between anything trying to stop you or pull you down or hinder your growth or your ascension. This is a line that has been drawn by the divine. There is nothing that can touch you right now. You have the upper ground, and this is about standing in your power, strength. 9 of Wands. Let's go. Let's go. Grab some oracle cards for Capricorn. Capricorn, I hope there's something in this message for you. I hope it makes sense. You deserve these blessings. You deserve these blessings, Goat Gang. Lord knows you deserve these blessings. Pluto has brought you so far, though. Think about the gifts that Pluto has brought through all the destruction and the death and the endings and the loss, right? All of that has been beautiful in its own right and has brought us into this space of limitless possibility, of true maturity, of true divinity, of connection with our divinity, and the ability to move from that space and to bring that light and that truth and that love here into the world. And Capricorn, you're the builder, my babies. This is where you build it. We're building that bridge, family. So what's the message for Capricorn? We're building that bridge. The ancestors are so proud, Capricorn. The ancestors are so proud. This is work. This is what real work is, right? It ain't no slaving away at no desk or no nine. This is work. This is work. This is the work that counts. Take responsibility for your choices. This is your life to live. Own it. Live your life with both feet in. Commit fully to being here. Life can be hard and life can be wonderful. Which will you focus on, Capricorn? Bottom of the deck, open your heart, not just a little bit, all the way, and let the love flow in. Let the love flow in. For those of you that have heavy Virgo in your chart, prominent Virgo placements, feel free to check that reading out if you feel guided. Really, all of the collective readings have been on this tip lately, so feel free to check out whatever you're intuitively guided to check out. There's always going to be a message if your spirit nudges you toward that. So remember too, your sun sign is just your sun sign. In a lot of cultures or belief systems, when you get asked your sign, you would actually respond with whatever your rising sign is. And we have more than just that, right? So check out your sun, check out your moon, check out your rising videos. Learn your birth chart. Learn your things click so hard, you guys. It's been so mind-blowing. And I think it's purposely been programmed that when we hear astrology, most people, not likely in this community or here in the Void family, but most people on the outside hear astrology and they scoff or they laugh, right? Like, oh, that's pseudoscience, like the front page of the newspaper bullshit, horoscopes. I think that's been purposely programmed because if people only knew, right, that is your blueprint and your map, Capricorn, through this place. And I think it's even more important not to identify so hard with that. Like, I'm a Capricorn. Well, you have a moon sign as well, and your moon sign is actually more so who you are on the inside. And then you have a rising sign as well, which is kind of like what you came here to do and who you are on the outside to the outside world. I think the sun is more so like, and this is very simplified and just generally speaking, but that's like our core. But we have layers and layers and layers, family, and that's not what you are. You know, underlying that, that's not what you are. That birth chart is a blueprint of your karma. You are not your karma. You are pure, untouched spirit with no gender, no preferences, you know, no color of skin. A spirit don't have skin. A spirit don't have no ancestors, right? Maybe one. A spirit has a source. You are that, my babies. So learning not to identify so hard, because I see that happening so much in the astrology community, and it's like, you know, this can be such a beneficial tool, but it's not what you are or who you are at all. And the more we identify with that, the more we lock in with that karma of that. And we're here to work through karma, not to bind ourselves more deeply, right? So what's the message for Capricorn? Surrender. You got surrender out here twice, Capricorn. And strength. You got strength out here twice as well. Check this out, though. Surrender, surrender, surrender. That does not mean wave a white flag because you lost. It does not mean wave a white flag because you lost, Capricorn. Sometimes our own need for control and to do and to constantly be on top of things and to build and to take that next step can be so detrimental to us, especially for Capricorns, where it's like if we take a day off work, we're worthless, right? That is conditioning. That is programming. You are divine, purely divine. Right? There is nothing that you could possibly do that could make you worthless. And it's not how much money you have or how much work you do or how much you produce that makes you worth anything. That is an illusion, family. Stay strong. And we have ascension at the bottom, family. You got your wings. Let's go. We're going to read this surrender card, though. Probably says what I just said. This is a newer deck, so I'm not too sure what it says. 70. It's a water. Crazy, because I've been posting, for those of you that are on the Facebook group, that follow me on Facebook, or that are in the Void group on Facebook or Instagram, I've been posting about water so much lately, about being like water, and about just and feel free to join us in the Facebook group or on Instagram or whatever if you feel guided to check that stuff out. But this is it, and this correlates with the element of water. So what did I say, 70 or 60? 70. We often hear the word surrender being thrown around intentional communities, and rightfully so. This is one of the primary lessons we're on Earth to learn. It's also the most challenging. To surrender is to have our human nature take a back seat. This is not easy, and we can find ourselves saying, I know how I should look at this, but we struggle when it comes to actually embodying and putting it into practice. When we're working with larger concepts, it's important to break it down rather than embracing surrender like a mantra. Enter into a dialogue with it. What does it mean? What does it look like? If you were to surrender, how would it feel? How would you move through life? How would your heart, soul, mind, and body feel? With the situation at hand, how would you engage differently? What are some small things that you can do daily that hold a container for surrender? Consider journaling around these questions and sit with what this card means for you and how you can integrate it. The polar bear evolved 150,000 years ago from brown bears. It migrated north, and in doing so had to evolve in order to adapt to its new environment. Sometimes, to surrender, we must shapeshift. Polar bear reigns in its ecosystem and easily survives in the harshest climate in the world because it surrendered to the environment. When we're struggling with our human nature, our need to control and know, invoke the spirit of the polar bear and transmute the resistance and allow it to lead you into personal evolution. Often, the only thing standing in the way of our own power is our lack of willingness to see it manifest differently than we had imagined. One of the most magical things about the willow is that a fallen branch can regrow in a willow is the tree that correlates with this. It says it contains a growth hormone that creates rapid rooting. In fact, you can use willow in aiding other plants in growing. Willow is an ally of rooting where you are. So often we want to be elsewhere, living in a different place, doing different work. We are reaching, but sometimes we're not sure for what. It's often our resistance to our current environment that prevents us from moving on. Working with willow will allow you to root into your life, surrendering to what is. Surrendering to what is teaching you now, and in turn holding space for new ventures and new growth. We can't get to where we want to be without being where we are. And cryolite is the crystal that correlates with this card as well. It says, cryolite assists us in aligning our spiritual knowing with our logic, intelligence, and awareness. It represents a new consciousness. Oftentimes, when we've awakened to our deepest knowings, we begin to see all of the things in this world that are out of alignment. We want to be of benefit to others on this earth, but can become disillusioned by all that is wrong. Cryolite's magic helps us accept where we are, allowing us to become clear on where we want to go and how we can further that work. Sit with cryolite and ask it, where do I need to surrender? That will allow both personal and widespread progress. And how can I hold space for this process? Shoo! Capricorn. Talk about a big message. I think it's summed up though right here. You are leaving an old world behind and moving into a new one. So take care of yourself. Make space, hold space for this process, family. Hold space for yourself here as well. Again, remember your divinity, trust your intuition, burn your mistakes, your perceived mistakes, and remember that there are no mistakes, period, in the grand scheme of things, family. It's time to take that knowledge and that wisdom and create this new world. Okay, and we need each and every single one of you, each and every single one of the signs, every soul. We all need to step up and do our part right now, family. It is crunch time. It is so important that we do. Remember, the frequency that you hold, the energy that you're in affects everyone and everything around you. And ultimately, it is your reality. So be still and know, family. Stay positive. Look at the bright side and let's fucking go. I love you all. I appreciate you all, Capricorn, my GOAT gang. I hope you're able to take something from this message, family. I hope it found you well. I hope you're blessed. I hope you know how blessed you truly are, regardless of what your conditioning or programming is telling you right now. And I hope you're able to begin to see that. Shine that light, my babies. Stand in truth. And I will see you beautiful beings on the next reading.